And joining us this morning is Greg Reilly with Brown Veterinary Hospital. We're going to talk about dogs and obesity. Now, I was going to say, Moppet here, she does a pretty good job at watching her girlish figure.
She does.
Yeah, and basically she's a poor example of, talking about the subject of obesity in your pets, but it is a prevalent trend that we've been seeing lately. A lot of people will like to feed their pets a little bit more than they should, sometimes give treats on the table. So we're going to be kind of talking about that and some of the risks that happen with your pet being obese.
How easy is it to overfeed your pet?
Well, real easy. I mean, granted, I'm not the thinnest guy, I'll admit that.
Stop it.
However, what I can take in, I control. And it's the same with your pet. So like with Moppet, I usually maybe give her say half a cup of food maybe twice a day. But if I were to give her more, granted, she would eat it, obviously as a result, she would become obese. Now, some of the problems that can occur with a dog that does have obesity problems, say diabetes can be a problem, arthritis when the dog gets older, skin issues, even behavior, believe it or not.
And these are things to think about because by having your dog, come down with these things, ultimately you're going to be spending more money.
Absolutely. I mean, especially with cats that come down with diabetes, no one wants to spend about $100 a month on, say a vial of insulin. And that's pretty extreme for that, amount of money. But you can certainly control that given time. Now, there's a wonderful new product that's out there, a dog food and a cat food by Science Hill Diet called MD. And that stands for metabolic and mobility. And believe it or not, it works out really well. I saw a cat just a couple of weeks ago that lost 1 pound over a month's time on this new cat food. Now, some people would be like, wow, that's only, a pound. But given that it's an inside cat, it just lies around, hangs out on the couch. That's fantastic.
Pretty big deal.
Pretty big deal, yeah.
No, you mentioned overfeeding them. Here's the thing. Your dog may sit there or your cat may sit there and say, I'm still hungry. Of course they're going to continue to eat. So it's up to you as the owner to know how much they should eat, even if they're looking at you with those eyes and they say, I want more.
Well, and that question I had, how can you tell with your pet? Do they give specific signs or signals that say, okay, enough's enough, I'm full? Or, is it one of those things where they'll pretty much eat until it's too late?
It really depends on the way you train your dog. Now, like with Moppet, right around about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Moppet starts going crazy, wanting to be fed. And basically will drive me. Yeah, she gets a little bit hyper. So basically I end up giving in. We do have a little chart right here that I pulled up here. So here's a good diagram of, say, an ideal looking dog, an obese dog, and a grossly obese dog. Obviously, if you look at the grossly obese dog, the way I kind of figure it is it sort of looks like a tick, more or less, that's been engorged on blood. If you have a dog that looks like that, definitely it's obese, and you should probably try to address that situation.
Okay, really quickly, I know we have to go here, but is there a workout plan or routine that you can put your obese dog on that'll help him lose weight, or is it just limiting the food source? What's the best way to help your dog lose weight?
Really quickly, definitely consult your local veterinarian. Maybe talk about the Science Hill Diet MD, and certainly do some exercise. Walking's a fantastic. Spring is coming right around the corner, and that's a great way to both of you get healthy.
All right, sounds good. Well, thank you as always stopping by, Greg. We always like to see you, and we always love to see Moppet too. If you have any questions, there's a number right there that you can reach Greg at Brown Veterinary Hospital.